Day 99 of 100 Days Making Comics. I'm Ox, and the days started off a little slow. Slept in a little later today. I definitely needed it. Feeling recharged, but definitely missed my morning walk. So, either gonna do that in the middle of the day or just do the one at night. But uh, definitely feeling a lot better than I have in a while, and it feels so good. Um, that's gonna do it for right now. I'm working on getting the yesterday's video up and figuring out what today's gonna consist of. Probably finishing up coloring those preview pages. Hopefully I can get to painting the covers too, because I'm really excited to show those off. I also have to get a couple pages to my buddy for those special editions. And after that, I can... Whoops, sorry. I'm completely distracted. So yeah, once I get those done, I can get those off to my buddy. He can put those together, get them to me. Preview pages, an issue for the exclusive copy are what's on the agenda. I'm also going to check it with my printer, figure out next steps for 4 anyway, figure out the Kickstarter next week launch. I'll probably be launching it probably the 1st. I'll probably shoot for the 1st of November. That seems the most reasonable. But anyway, I'm going to be back to editing. I will check in with you later. Probably a couple times today, so. Love you. Thanks for checking in. And I'll catch you later.
Sands of time for me are running low.
Day 99 yet. Still got to do some coloring. Did about a half-hour work this morning. Talked to my friend about a couple of different things with the comic project, and then came gambling. This is the casino right behind me, because I got books to pay for. Issue 3 is at the binder right now. Should be done tomorrow. Should be shipping out tomorrow. Or should be shipping out Monday, sorry. And that bill is coming through, and I have enough to almost clear it, so today was a good win. Leaving the casino 250 up, so I'll check in with you later. Peace.
When the priest comes to read me the last rites, I'll take a look through the bars at the last sights of a world that has gone very wrong for me. Can it be there's been some sort of error? Hard to stop this mounting terror. Is it really the end, not some crazy dream? Somebody please tell me that I'm dreaming. It's not easy to stop from screaming. The words escape me when I try to speak.
Day 99 of the second run of 100 Days Making Comics. And this is me, Ox, telling you how I worked on my independent comic. I never forgot. For at least half hour today. And today's definitely been a doozy. Got home late last night. Still putting in a little work on the comic. Dead tired. Passed out all morning. I was able to get some walking in during the day, but I didn't get my mile in tonight either, so. All because my brother showed up with my nephews, and we all hung out for the evening and kind of just didn't have time because I was playing with my nephews. And, you know, there's a trade-off there. Not the trade-off I want, but all the same. Family's important, and it's good to spend some time with them and get away from all the other projects for just a little bit. So how I worked on the comic was I got another page colored, so I have 2 pages to go. I was really hoping to be done with them today, but many things came up, as you probably already saw. And by many things, I mean one thing, which was I took a trip with my dad. We had to get the oil changed in their van because they have to take a trip this week, dealing with my dad's prostate. He goes in for a couple appointments, and they're gonna figure out a better battle plan for him and some kind of real action plan for them to corresponding with him anyway. So that's gonna take him away for most of the week, I would assume. So we had to get the van in tip-top shape, and since we were out of town and so close to a casino, we decided to stop in. And I heard from my printer earlier today that the books were at the binder yet, and they should be done either today, tomorrow, but they should definitely be shipping out Monday. And what this means is I will have an invoice coming for some books. When I did the Kickstarter and it was funded successfully, there were a couple people credit card that it didn't go through, so that left me about $100 short. I've now had a month and a half of time to find that money, and I kind of did, but I kind of didn't. I had some money set aside for the con coming up, so I have change and money set aside for any expenses that come up, and was planning to basically use that for books. And then we went to the casino, and something must have shined on me today, because I hit a pretty good streak and ended up leaving about 250 up on top of the 100 I started with, so it was a good day. So made $250 today. That will easily cover whatever little that I was short for the books. Letting them be shipped out early next week, getting them here ready for the con, sent out to people before the con, and so I can focus on getting the Kickstarter for the 4th book put together. I also worked with my buddy getting the special edition comic thrown together, change up the cover. Like I said the other day, since V's dress is purple, having the red dress just kind of threw it off. So there's only ever going to be one special edition 4th issue available, and it's going to be coming with this painting. That's going to be a special tier on the 4th Kickstarter. So after getting all these pages thrown together for that, I had to redo the cover, a copyright page, and a few other pages to fill it out. When you get into making comics, your page numbers go by 4, and somehow this got lost inside my head. Since I mostly do trade backs, the number count doesn't necessarily matter, because you're just going by page 1 and 2. But when you're dealing with comics, since they're folded pages and stapled in the middle, you're dealing with 4 pages at least. And my pages fit onto that because it was a 24-page issue. What I didn't take into account is, so when you open up a book, you're looking at this page first. This is page 1. and my book starts on this page. So I hope this is looking right. This might be a little misleading considering it's recording me backwards, but so open your hands like you would a book and know that this side is the one that you would be looking at, but I start on this side. So immediately you lose this page because you have to jump it to the next page. That's why I had to throw in a copyright page. So then you go through all those pages, and since you're already bumped to 25, that means you have to make up 3 other pages, which means once you get to the end where it ends on this page, that means the next page will be done or empty, the next page will be empty, and then the reverse side of that will be empty as well. I'm not sure if I'm completely right in that. I'm pretty sure I'm right though. If you do little folded books and staple them, you know what I'm talking about, because if you unstaple them and look at how the pages lay out, like how you have to print them off, it's mind-boggling to wrap your head around that the first time. I know that was a big deal with me when I was working on the first issue, because I was taking a page and cutting it in half, a regular standard printer page, cutting it in half, and then printing one side with a page spread, and then another page with this page spread, and then page spread, and then I'd staple that half pages together. And it was a really trying experience to figure out what pages need to lay next to each other, so when you staple them, all the pages lined up. I went through a lot of printer ink trying to figure that out for sure. So yeah, that was very jarring, to say the least, because the numbers were working in my head, but something was just off about it that wasn't working in my head. So with that being said, those special editions are straightened out. Should have those printed up, sent out early next week, so I can have those for con. And if they don't sell at con, they will be going out to the 4th issue Kickstarter backers, people who pledge the most. They'll get the issue before anybody else, and they'll get a special edition. I'm still considering doing that anyway, if people want to do it, or if people want to kick in a little more just to get the special edition comic first, and then once I get the trade back completely put together, I'll send that off too. So a lot of things happening with that. On top of working on that, my buddy who is helping with me with my website is also animating the first issue so far. He put together a little bit, and it looks incredible. I really want to show it, but I really want people to be surprised when they see it, or when I reveal it anyway. I think it's definitely going to help the very raw nature of that first issue. Very few bits. I know I've shown off snippets of parts that he's done in these videos. I'm not necessarily sure where they are. I think they were in the first 100 run, probably around day 75 or something like that. But there's one of the zombies hanging from the chain trap. So, yeah, that is how much I've worked on my comic project today. I'm hoping to get a couple more pages colored today, because tomorrow is going to focus solely on painting issue 5, the covers anyway. This week is pretty much going to be focused on painting. Fingers crossed I can get them done, because that is what I'm going to be pushing for. So another thing I wanted to talk about is how wild this whole entire 200-day run has been. I just recently started watching Casey Neistat's videos, and I realized he's been blogging for about 200 or a little over 200 days now, and it's wild to think that I've also been doing that for the most part. I've at least recorded a video every day for now 199 days straight. Just absolutely mind-boggling. I'm excited that the 100 days is coming to a close, but more so excited to start the next 150 days to close out a year. I think that's definitely going to put me in a position where I will know where the next jumping spot is to promote friends and artists alike. I just have to figure out a few more things, feel comfortable with this whole vlogging thing. Recording myself in public is a pretty crazy thing still. I think Casey addressed it in one of his last Q&A videos, where you just basically have to do it. You just have to bite the bullet and head down, shoulder in, and push on forward. So wild. I'm gonna close this video out now. If you want to get the first and second issue of I Never Forgot, those are available on my Big Cartel site, samuriox.bigcartel.com. You can also get one of the variant covers and a sketch done on the inside of those as well. Many different options. If you don't want to wait for something to be mailed out, you can get them from Gumroad, which that link is also down below. All that money goes straight to me. You can also get them on Comixology. Comixology is a little worse for wear, I can say. Just because there have been definite growing pains with the learning how to put together a decent PDF, but very confident on how the fourth issue is going to look, for sure on Comixology. Once I get all these pages put together, I'm going to figure out building a bigger issue 4, and I think it's going to be a cheaper issue on Comixology, just to show where I am at this point, give people a good jumping in spot, and hopefully they'll get the other issues and get caught up on the series, just to feel this whole process complete. I think it'll give a nice jumping off spot for next year, in the next multiple chapter run, and of course is going to 13 issues, so it's a wild ride so far. Thanks for checking me out these days. It's day 99, tomorrow's 100 once again. It's probably gonna be a longer video, so buckle up for that, boy. I'll check in with you later. I hope the weekend's treating you well. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'm ending on a Sunday? That's just weird. Oh well. I start the next journey on a Monday, so it's my favorite day. So I think that works out pretty well. I hope you're all doing well. Check out all the links below. Add me on social media. Get to know me. Chat at me. And I'll catch you later. Peace.